boxing, and we are back with another banger. So please smash that like button, you guys, and subscribe. And yeah, man, the more and more I think about this, and the more and more I see, different media outlets posting stuff about Alexander Usyk and about Anthony Joshua and about the fight, I just really feel like, listen, man, it was a really intelligent fight on Usyk's behalf. You know, he did a lot of things. He did a lot of things to disrupt some things, and it's like one of those things you gotta understand that Usyk was a smart thinker. You know what I mean? He's a smart thinker, so you gotta understand that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand it. How you doing today? Uh, yeah. So yeah, it's one of those things, you guys. You guys gotta understand, man. Usyk is one of the top premier boxers in the boxing community. You know what I mean? Like out of all boxers. Low ball champ says, nah, Ruiz was worse. Ruiz should have never beat AJ, and it was his U.S. debut. Yeah, but you guys gotta understand, man. This is what the media is putting out there. Obviously, we all real boxing fans know that. Real boxing fans know that the Ruiz fight was different, because he got that one punch. But the shit's so crazy is he could get caught with that punch again. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't feel like the Ruiz was like a fluke. It was AJ's chin is questionable, man. You know what I mean? He does not have a tough chin. I don't care what nobody says, bro. Like his chin failed numerous times against Dillian White. It held on for dear life against Dillian White. Okay, you know what I mean? Then he fought Klitschko, held on again for dear life. You know what I'm saying? You guys got to understand, this dude Joshua's been had a questionable chin, but nobody's been able to test it on the level of Usyk. You know what I mean? Like Usyk was touching his chin up the whole night and his face. So it's like you got to understand, if you getting if you getting touched up, okay, by a superior boxer and you have a questionable chin, what the fuck you think you're gonna do? You gonna back the fuck up and respect that man? Yeah. You don't want to get knocked the fuck out, because Usyk was about 10 more seconds away from icing the fuck out this dude, yo. And that's just the way it goes, man. For real. You guys got to understand, man. This dude, Alexander Usyk, is from the school of boxers where, a lot of those boxers in that program doesn't even exist anymore in the Ukraine. You know what I mean? He came up underneath Klitschko, Lomachenko, all of these great boxers, you know what I'm saying? So it's like one of these things. How the fuck you think Usyk's gonna do? He's younger than both of them. What do you think he's gonna do? You know what I mean? You guys gotta understand, Usyk comes around once in a lifetime, in my personal opinion. And I'm not riding or nothing. These are things that I've been saying, you know what I mean? People say Joshua comes around once in a lifetime. I beg to differ. There's big ass dudes that come around with a fucking 1-2 all the time, man. You know what I'm saying? What has Joshua showed us? What has Joshua showed us for us to think that he's so much better and he's such this awesome heavyweight? You know what I mean? My personal opinion is he beat who we thought he was gonna beat. And the guys that we didn't think he was gonna beat, he didn't. You know what I mean? To be honest with you, he has not beaten one person yet that we were thinking he was gonna lose, except the Usyk fight. And that's what I thought. I thought he was gonna lose to Usyk. You guys didn't. You guys thought that he was gonna beat Usyk. And that's where you guys fucked up. You made a major fuck up. You know what I mean? But I forgive you. You know what I'm saying? I forgive you. You know? I forgive you. You know what I mean? I forgive you. I forgive you. Shit. Let me check out this chat, man. We got everybody in the building today. Kennedy, what's happening? Low ball champ, what's going on? Armando, what's happening? I need y'all, as soon as y'all come in, you guys, I need y'all to smash that like button, okay? I need y'all to smash that like button right off the rip, as soon as you guys come in here. Lowball says, okay, Kennedy says, Wilder's going to beat Fury, right, Corey? Hey, we're going to touch on that as well, man. Lowball champ says Usyk looks bad only because he's the smaller guy coming up, but Usyk is pound for pound talent. He says Ruiz was a jabber that took advantage of a golden opportunity. He says, Armando says Ruiz dropped AJ 4 times, bro. That was a straight ass whooping. Usyk outboxed AJ, that, but AJ was in that fight 8-4, 116, 112. Armando, I can see where you coming from. He says, or Usyk a dog though. Yeah, a lot of people didn't think Usyk was that dog, Armando, including you. You know, or did you say you picked Usyk? I can't remember, man. But some of you guys coming out of the woodwork saying you picked Usyk, but I know good and damn well you ain't picked Usyk. Some of you guys out there. Lowball says in the rematch, AJ showed Ruiz wasn't anything. It was totally different. The Usyk rematch, Usyk probably gonna put hands on him again. Yeah, Tony Boz says much respect, Corey Lee Boxing, and the chat. Stopped in to show support and hit the like button, working a double. Salute to Tony Boswell, man, out there, and I believe Oklahoma, man. Salute, man. You know, be careful with those tornadoes and everything like that. And salute to Tony Boz, man. The Boz is in the chat. Let's go. Shout out to Ones in the chat. He says, you think the Usyk fight is a worse loss for AJ than Ruiz? No, that's just what they put. I'm putting up an open discussion for y'all. You know what I mean? I know what my dog Usyk can do, and I know Usyk is more of a dog than AJ and Ruiz. You know what I mean? So it's like one of those things. I'm just putting it out there because it's a good conversation. It's good. It's a conversation starter. You know what I mean? It's one of those things that, you know, you guys can look at and be like, okay, yeah. I mean, was the Ruiz loss better though? It's up for discussion. You know what I mean? Was the Ruiz loss worse? You know what I mean? But it's one of those things. That's what you think. Who you think has the best talent. My personal opinion is I think Usyk has the best talent. Armando says you got to respect AJ too, Corey. He has one of the best resumes in boxing. He's beaten 9 top 10 fighters in the division, and 5 of them were champions or ex-champions. Yeah, but you gotta understand, man. Usyk resume is way harder than AJ's, in my personal opinion. You know, in my personal opinion. Armando says, yeah, I picked Usyk. I won a 30 push a bet against this dude on H Money's channel. I'm the controversy of that channel right now. Laugh out loud. There you go, Armando. But you know what, Armando? That's from years of you listening to my channel. I don't think if I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'm not here to toot my own horn, but you've been watching my channel for you know, at least 2 years now, I believe. And I feel like, you know, I've been putting Usyk content out there, but I feel like, you know, a lot of these media members don't even put Usyk content out there. You know? It's one of those things, you know, they don't even put the content out there. He says, the boss says, I have to say a long time ago, Corey said Usyk was going, he says, this is in all caps, y'all. He says, Tony Boz says, I have to say a long time ago, Corey said Usyk was going to be heavyweight champion. Much respect, called. Yeah. One says AJ needs to go and try to take Usyk's head off next fight. He can try to if he wants, but he leave himself exposed every time. He swings wild looping shots sometimes, AJ, and that's how he got caught against Ruiz. So be careful what you ask for. We already know Usyk can hurt him once. So remember that. Remember that once. Remember AJ got hurt by this cruiserweight named Usyk. You know what I mean? That everybody picked to lose. So remember that. Remember that. If you're gonna go in a rematch with the guy that you knew hurt you, how the fuck you think that rematch is gonna go? You're gonna be thinking about his fucking punch. That's what you're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be thinking about his next punch and his next move. You gotta understand, man. Some of these guys out here think that they're fighters, bro, and they're not, man. It's different when you get in the trenches, man. You know what I mean? This dude is already hurt, almost stopped AJ. If it weren't for the fucking DAZN and the home cooking, they messed the time up. You know what I'm saying? They messed the time up. You know? They messed the time up. You know, and you gotta understand that, man. You know, AJ was the A side. You know, shout out to Tony Boz. He says, I'm working and listening. The one says, who you got for the Fury versus Wilder versus Fury 3? I'm gonna break that down in a little while. Kennedy says Usyk is undisputed either today or sometime next week. Kennedy says Usyk is undisputed, so keep better than AJ. Kennedy says Wilder. Oh, that's who you picking, Kennedy? Yeah, who you guys think gonna win that Fury versus Wilder rematch? That's what I want to know. What you guys think about that fight? Whoo! Smash that like button, you guys. Shout out. Armando says, I beat him on the 30 push-up bet, but I told him who you got, Ortega or Volk Skinny in UFC 266. He said he had Volk, but I said I had Ortega. I said I want to bet another 30. He didn't reply. But now he's saying, oh, because Ortega lost, didn't he? I didn't even watch that UFC fight, but Ortega did have a ponytail at first, right? Didn't he cut his hair? And yeah, man. So wow, man. So yeah, that dude Volkanovski is a pretty good guy. Is a pretty good fighter though. He beat he beat that dude that wanted to fight Conor, I believe, for so long. But yeah, I don't watch UFC that much, but I do it sometimes. My brother likes UFC. 7-9 Wilder, 7-7 through 9 Wilder or Fury unanimous decision. Put 500 on it. So you're putting 500 on who, Wilder or you Fury? I'm not sure. One says, I want to hear that breakdown. I'm giving the edge to Wilder. One punch power is nasty. Only way Wilder wins is by KO. I feel you on that, though, the ones. I feel you on that 100%, man. I feel you on that, bro. I feel you on that. I definitely feel you on that, bro. For sure. For sure I feel you on that one, bro. You know what I mean? No doubt on that. You know what I mean? What was I gonna say? One says I want to hear that breakdown. Yeah, he says I bagged 9,000 on Usyk unanimous decision. Kennedy says $9,000? Question mark. He says yeah. He says 9,000 quid sterling. Yeah, but you guys gotta understand, Alexander Usyk is a good fighter, and he has a lot going on for himself right now. Obviously, he's in the limelight. You know, he's got, boxing fans clamoring for him now. I mean, Usyk's a superstar now. I mean, pretty much. I mean, look how Andy Ruiz beat Joshua, and he was just an overnight superstar pretty much in one fight. In one fight, he was an overnight superstar damn near. You know what I mean? He was on the Jimmy Kimmel show. I mean, he was doing it all, bro. He was doing it all. He was on the Jimmy Kimmel show. He was doing it all. And I mean, I'm not saying he's not up there now, but he's definitely not on the Jimmy Kimmel show anymore. You know what I mean? Andy Ruiz. But yeah, some say Andy Ruiz is a one-hit wonder type deal, but will he ever get another belt? See, that's the thing, you guys. Even if Usyk would have lost this on the scorecards, which we all know he didn't lose, but even if he would have, he would have still fought for the belt again and possibly won, in my personal opinion, because then he would have been like, shit, I got to go for a knockout from now on, you know what I mean? But it's one of those things, can Ruiz do that again? Can Ruiz, you know what I mean, do what he's saying he going to do? I personally don't know. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know, man. Ruiz is a crafty fighter, but he has problems with Areola. I mean, listen, man. I respect Areola. I respect everything Chris Areola does. But Chris Areola ain't hurt nobody in a while, man. And, Chris Areola's a good fighter. I take that back. He's a good fighter, but he hurt Ruiz, man. He knocked him down. And I'm just saying, like, you supposed to be getting better after your AJ loss. You got knocked down by, a seasoned vet with over 5 losses. I think Areola got 10 losses. But like I said, man, it's one of those things, you guys. My personal opinion is I think Usyk is the best heavyweight in the world right now. But I've been saying that. This ain't nothing new though. The one says Usyk's nice, but people putting him above Canelo on the top pound for pound list is disrespectful. No, it's not. No, it's not disrespectful, man. No, it's not, man. This guy has earned his keep. You know what I mean? In such a way. You know, some people say, have you earned your keep? Have you, remember your dad or your mom used to say you need to earn your keep around here. Alexander Usyk has earned his keep around here. He's done everything that they want him to do. And he's beat everybody with flying colors, man. And if they haven't been flying colors, they've been real good colors, because some of these fighters he's fighting are hard, man. You know? Look at Breedis, man. I don't believe he lost yet since that loss. Gassiev, I don't think he lost. Some of these fighters, their only loss is to Usyk. Michael Hunter, he's in the heavyweight contention again. He lost to Usyk. I mean, all of these guys that took L's to Usyk are still fighting again. Chisora, he's still fighting. You know what I mean? I mean, you guys got to understand, Usyk got some pretty good names under his belt as well. Obviously, he sent Bellew into retirement, but Bellew said he was going to retire before that fight even happened. That was going to be his last fight. That was supposedly going to be his big payout. Or, no, I think he said he was going to get that fight to set him up for another fight, but obviously that next fight did never come because he got iced by Usyk. But yeah, man. Lewis got the key to the city. Armando says, I present him the Volk versus Otero bet, but he didn't respond. Now he's saying he did take the bet when he didn't laugh out loud. That's the controversy on the channel. You need to go back to that live stream then. Armando says, yeah, man, my boys Ortega got diced up, but, man, that was a fight. I ain't watch it yet. He almost had him finished twice. I don't know how Volk escaped laugh out loud. Volk's a dog. After all that, he beat Max Holloway twice. They might have a rematch if you saying that fight went like how it went. Armando says Usyk also destroyed Michael Hunter. Yes, he did. Yes, he did, bro. He did destroy Michael Hunter, dog. He got Michael Hunter. He almost got him out of there in the 12th and final round. You know what I'm saying? The one says, not to mention Usyk beat all of these fellas in their own backyard. That's another thing that people don't even bring up, bro. Alexander Usyk beat all of these guys. Alexander Usyk beat all of these guys pretty much in their backyard. You know, like he said, in their backyard. You know, what other guys do you know in the heavyweight division right now that are beating people in their backyard, okay? And you know, giving up home field advantage in the home crowd, you know what I mean, the oohs and the ahs. What else, what other, champion or what other fighter that you know is going to willingly do that every time? And then he said in the rematch, he says, it doesn't matter what a fight is. He said that. This dude is an official dog, man. He's on Corey List's top pound for pound dogs of all boxers, man. You know, when you rate a dog, you're like, does he got heart? Fuck yeah. Is he determined? Fuck yeah. Is he willing to lay it all on the line for that one night? Fuck yeah. I'm going in all my money on Usyk, dude. Against anybody in the world. See, Canelo can't do that. That's why, you know what I mean? Canelo can't beat up a heavyweight. Alexander Usyk can. That's how awesome it is. That's how awesome it is, man. The boss says, I think the Canelo camp is wrong for Andy. He says, for Andy, Eddie is trying to make Andy a single combo fighter when he is used to throwing 4 or 5 set combinations, one after the other, in my opinion. Yeah. We gonna see though, because they're going at this rematch like, you know what I mean? They're gonna have to go at this rematch like, look, Anthony Joshua and Team Joshua is gonna have to go. They're gonna have to go for broke, man. This is all on the line right now, man. This is all on the line right now. You know? It's all on the line right now. You know, Anthony Joshua has nothing to lose right now. And that's how he's got to go in there. Will he have that dog mentality? Will we see Anthony Joshua lay it all on the line? Will we see that in the rematch? Will we see him lay it all on the line as if he has nothing else to lose? You know what I mean? Like, will we see that? My personal opinion is I don't think so. We'll see, though. You know what I mean? Look, I got a custom lighter. I got a custom fucking lighter, bro. I got the banger lighter. This is limited edition at CoreyLee.com. The Bang lighter, okay? Corey Lee Boxing back with another banger, okay? If you guys want... Hey, oh, I just dropped the phone. He says, damn, that joint nice. Yeah, bro. Mono says, Usyk #1. He says, pound for pound, hands down. Okay, that's your opinion. That's your opinion. He says, Usyk beats AJ again. Damn, man. AJ is finished. Maybe not because he's still the cash cow. And the biggest start in boxing. He says, he'll turn into De La Hoya, the money man, but losing a lot. You guys got to understand, man. Right now, Usyk has a lot going for itself, man. You know what I mean? He has a lot going for itself. I don't think a lot of you guys gonna understand that. Like, he could possibly... What if he doesn't want to rematch fucking you know, Anthony Joshua? He can run the table right now, and you know what I mean? But it's one of those things. He's gonna rematch you. He's gonna be Usyk's gonna rematch Joshua. But it's one of those things, man. Both of these fighters want the rematch again. That's crazy. But that's one of those things. That's why I got love for AJ, because it's like he's willing to get in there and mix it up again. But you're gonna have to. You lost in front of your UK fans. What the fuck does that say about you if you don't take the rematch? You know, Anthony Joshua has got a lot on his back. Not only his country, but, you know what I mean? A lot of people, man. He's got the brothers out there in the UK to look up to him and stuff like that. The community. I mean, shit. You know, but hey, you know, shit. And Deontay Wilder's going through the same shit. He got, you know, lost his last fight. Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder are both coming off losses. Period. I know ain't nobody break it down like that the way Corey Lee Boxing just did, but that's why the fuck you at. That's why the fuck you at Corey Lee Boxing right now. Because I break it down like no other, dog. Believe that. Wilder and Joshua both coming off losses. You know what I mean? So when you got two fighters coming off losses, they gonna think different. That's why I think we're gonna get a different dog in this Wilder rematch. I think Wilder coming in. Somebody put it in the comments, you know, AJ needs to come and take Usyk head off in the rematch. Dude, the way this dude Wilder's training, that's what's on his mind, I think, right now. And I ain't even gonna lie to you. He says there's nothing Joshua can do to beat Usyk. Chin is glass and he can't outbox Usyk. What can he do to beat him? That's what I'm trying to break it down to you, the one. That's why I told you. His chin ain't like that. Okay, his chin has definitely failed tests. Okay, not only that, dude ain't even like that with the boxing ability. You know what I mean? He just got power. You better have power at 250 and in shape like you are. You got to bring something else to the table. A lot of heavyweights got power. You know, and he did have his boxing ability. But a lot of people say he lost that gold medal fight. So he wasn't even supposed to be an Olympic gold medalist. But hey, man, what do I know, man? I'm just Corey Lee Boxing, you know. The one says, I really want to hear who you got between Wilder versus Fury. I'm going to definitely break that fight down next week, dog. You come back on the channel once next week, I had that shit hot and ready for you off the stove. Off the motherfucking stove, dog. Off the motherfucking stove. You know what I mean? Just how you like it. Off the stove. Let me see. I'm ready to go back, y'all. So if y'all got any final questions or anything to say, let me know now. because I'm ready to read these couple comments and log off. That's how I'm going to do it today. All right. Quarterly Boxing is definitely back, though, with another banger when they thought I won't go come back. Just like they thought Usyk won't go in. Same scenario. But we rise again, man. Just like all real motherfuckers do. Rise against the odds, baby. What was I gonna say? Eddie Hearn also looked real depressed when the AJ fight was announced. He didn't want AJ to lose. He really wanted AJ to win. Yeah, because you know what happened, Armando? Because AJ did lose the Olympic fight. They gave it to him because it was in London. Yeah, that's what I told you. So listen, that's another thing. Eddie looks depressed because he just signed. And I'm going over my time. And he just signed, listen to this. He just signed Anthony Joshua to a long-term deal before the fight happened on fight week, okay? That's what happened during fight week. That's when it happened. And it's one of those things, man, you guys got to understand, Eddie Hearn is dishing out a lot of money for this, man, He's dishing out a lot of money, man. And I just don't know how long he can keep dishing out all this money, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. Eddie Hearn right now, man, has got a lot of, I hate to do his taxes next year or this year. Eddie Hearn, man, you got a lot of checks to write, bro. You know what I mean? You writing checks that your ass can't. Yo, watch yourself. Pause. Watch yourself. But I'm being real though. I'm calling a spade a spade. Calling a spade, man. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm doing. You know what I mean? Calling a spade, You feel me? That's all I'm doing right now. Is calling a spade, bro. You feel me? Let me see what you guys talking about in the chat. Let me see what you guys talking about in the chat. He says, I'll be there, guy to head out to work. Nice chilling for a minute talking. He says, talking before a double shift. Yeah, that's shit. I feel you on the double shift. I'm working my ass off too. For sure. He says, hey, have a good one. Yeah. Man, damn. Watch yourself. Armando says Ortega versus Volk won't have a rematch because Volk won 4 out of the 5 rounds, and Ortega took a lot of damage the first 2 rounds. He says we're close, but Volk edged them barely. Okay. Armando says round 3 Ortega did better and dropped Volk, and he says and hopped on a mounted choke that was in the tight, and Volk got out and got on top and started raining down punches on Ortega. Damn. Shit, man. Because I remember the first time Ortega went for that belt, he wasn't ready. He was young, if I remember correctly. And then he was a learning lesson. Then he fought again. And now that's what you just telling me happened. I ain't watched the fight, but yeah. I could actually break down UFC too. If you guys, that's a fun fact you guys didn't know, that I watch UFC and I know a little bit about UFC. How y'all doing today? I watch enough about UFC that I could probably break that down too. But I just don't, you know what I mean? But yeah, I had before on the style bender fight, Adesanya. When he fought, I did the live stream for that fight and got over 1,000 people, I believe, in the chat, or like 500 or something like that. It was a lot, and they banned my channel for like 90 days for that shit. So I just ain't covered the UFC no more. But yeah, man, I gotta go, you guys. Thank you guys for watching so much, man. Peace and love, man. And hey, look, man, by the time you watching this live stream, man, it's gonna be Friday. So y'all enjoy yourself on Friday. Be safe. Be safe. And come back here on Sunday night, baby, for Coily Boxing. We're going to do a breakdown on the fights and stuff like that, all right? So thanks for watching, you guys, man. Have a good one.